Hello, my name is Esther and welcome to Slim Cat Munchies. Today is a lovely warm afternoon. My husband is off of work today and I'm making some snacks and a cocktail. So let's get started. Crunchy roasted chickpeas. Chickpeas are really popular right now, and if you've been watching my channel, you know that I recently made some chickpea dal that was delicious. They're really a great source of plant-based protein and high in magnesium, which is good for your heart. I am not a doctor or a nutritionist, but yeah, I've been doing some research. Healthline is great. They have studies that you can look at. But anyway, plant-based protein and magnesium. So let's get started. Here I have on some paper towels. Actually, these are unused napkins from a restaurant. But anyways, here I have 1 can of chickpeas, 14.5 ounce can of chickpeas that I have rinsed and drained and allowed to air dry on these paper napkins. And the drier they are, the more crispity and crunchity they will get. And these have been sitting out here for probably about an hour. And you can see that they've kind of lightened in color a little bit. And so these are nice and dry, and I'm just going to gather them together and toss them in my bowl here. All right. And to that, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 1/4 teaspoon of salt, about 1/8 teaspoon of smoked paprika, gonna give some color and a little bit of heat and that great smoky flavor, and 1/8 teaspoon of dried oregano. And I'm just going to crush it up in my hands a little bit to get those oils going on there. Okay, and then, of course, a little bit of garlic powder. And I'm just going to swish them around in there and get that olive oil all over our chickpeas so that they're nicely coated and, oh, I lost one. And get nice and toasty and crunchy as they roast in the oven. My oven, by the way, is set to 400 degrees. And I have a sheet pan standing by with a piece of parchment. And I'm just gonna sprinkle them on there and get them into a single layer, as with the eggplant we roasted a couple weeks ago. Single layer so that all the sides get equal heat. And if you happen to have a convection oven or the option to convect on your oven, this would be a great time to use that feature. And you would just lessen the heat a little bit to, instead of 400 degrees, you would lessen it to 375-ish. Yeah. But anyway, at a regular temperature, in a regular oven, it's 400 degrees. And these are going to go in for 15 minutes, and then we'll be back to give them a quick stir. All right, it's been 15 minutes, and I'm going to give our chickpeas a little stir. They've just barely started to get brown. I'm just going to give these a quick stir so they get brown on all the sides. Back into a single layer and back into the oven for another 20 to 25 minutes. Just take a peek and check to make sure that they're nice and crispy and brown. So in they go again. All right, friends, our chickpeas are out and they're nice and brown and crunchy, and we're going to set them aside to cool for a minute while we make our beverage. Okay, they're just going on a rack there. I'm going to turn off the oven. Okay. All right. I have a particular penchant for all things violet flavored. This is Creme Yvette. I'll read as by way of introduction, I'll read the bottle a little bit for you. A world-renowned reputation for excellence in the preparation of Blue Moon, Stratosphere, Aviation, and Pousse Café. And on the back it says, Creme Yvette, the perennial classic, handcrafted from a masterful blend of all-natural berry, fruits, spices, and provincial violet petals. A favorite of bartenders for more than a century, it has been heralded as one of the most important cocktail ingredients of all time. It was actually created in 1890. How about a little history bounding with your cocktail? So, we are going to go and start. I am not a bartender. I am not good at craft cocktails. I just like my little jar. So, into my little shaker jar is going to go 1 ounce of Creme Yvette. And the juice of half of a lime. I'm just going to squeeze that right into our little jar here. Just going to perk it up a bit. All right. And then another interesting ingredient, probably more modern. It's an eighth of a teaspoon of blue spirulina powder. It's supposed to have a great deal of health benefits, anti-inflammatory, not to say the least. And so I'm interested in it, but check out the color. It is electric blue. So we are going to, oh, and I failed to mention, those of you in the Flying Fingers might remember, with my violet addiction, my Parma violets, my Chowards violets, they are so delicious. I love violet. Okay, back to this blue spirulina, into the jar. The only thing I'm not so keen on with the blue spirulina, it's kind of messy. It gets everywhere when you go to take it out of the package. All right. So it's in there. I'm gonna give it a little shake, just to get that powder nice and evenly distributed with our liquor and our lime juice. All right, I think it's all in there. Okay, and to my glass with a little bit of ice in it, I'm just gonna add some ginger ale. And look, I have blue spirulina on already. Okay, I thought I was being so careful. In it goes our ginger ale. It's kind of a light cocktail. Perfect for a warm afternoon. Alright, and then I'm just gonna pour our jazzed up Creme Yvette right over. Ooh, a violet sparkle. Let's give it a quick little stir. Ooh, check out the bubbles. Oh my, it's going crazy. I'm gonna have to sip a little bit. Oh wow. That is indeed yummy. I highly recommend. I guess I'm calling it a violet spiked ginger ale? Violet sparkle? Violet bubble? I don't know. But it is deliciously yummy. And how about some real flowers to go with our floral drink? Here they are, my beauties. Although I did not plant them. They were just here in the garden when we moved in, and I enjoy them every year. We've got some yellow, got some orange and pinks going on there. Aren't they pretty to you? Enjoy some Colorado sunset on me. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a lovely evening. Peace and love to you all. a recipe, such as it is, will be in the description below. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you feel like it. And please, I welcome your comments, and I would love to hear from you. Have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.